Is there any movies or series that you've seen that you think I could have done a better job?
Yeah, I mean, as a right actor director, I mean, you see what it is with me. We're all human beings. I think we overrate TV. A lot of us we see it and think, oh, it's fantastic. And you'd watch something like, you could watch The Godfather. Ah, it's brilliant, it's fantastic. But see, when I watch some of these films, I would think, yeah, great. But I reckon this actor could have played that role better. I'm one of them sort of guys. Don't get me wrong. It's the films, half of these films that we're watching, it's already been made. There's nothing we can do. But everyone has their own ideas. I mean, when I was growing up, one of my favourite films, sounds a bit geeky, was Back to the Future.
I love that film.
Thought it was
one of my favourites as well.
Brilliant, clever, very, very well, shot brilliantly, acted brilliantly. Spielberg, Zemeckis, geniuses. And what am I saying? It's like there's some films I can't really argue with.
Yeah.
But as a person that's got his own mind, and I'm always creating myself, I start, especially now, I do start to look at a lot of things on TV, and I am judging a lot of things. I'm thinking, that's not right. No. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done that. Especially urban things, especially things that, life that I've seen on the street, and I've been around. When people don't get it right, you think, why don't you get it right? But you got to remember, a lot of it's to do with, mate. You got to remember, you guys, this is a business.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. When people are making films now, it's changed because some films ain't 18 no more. Reason why they're not 18, because they need everyone to go and watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point? They're looking at it like it's all a battle. So, something like The Terminator. I watched The Terminator when I was a kid, obviously. And it was an 18 film. There was no jokes in it. It was serious. The Terminator was after you, and he actually really was after you. Yeah. It's like he was after me.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
When you're watching it, it's so intrigued, and it's so on the film that it looks like it's so real. The last one that I saw, the Terminator's making jokes. Yeah. No one looks serious. Exactly, I'm going, what's going on? What is? And you know what it is? It's all advertising. They've watered a lot of films down just so everyone can go and see it. And I'm tired of this. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like. I think the stories are getting recycled. Yeah. They're all roughly the same. We know what's going to happen. The heroes always going to win. Don't get it twisted. There is films out there that are clever. There's especially French films, and there's different. There's people doing their stuff. But Hollywood, their stories, they're just doing the same thing. Die Hard 25 soon. And Avengers this, and you got Star Wars coming out, and you got all they will just keep doing it because it will make money, and all they're doing advertising. Even James Bond, the last one, Skepta. I was watching it the other day, and I was thinking, I don't know what it is. I've seen this so much times before.
Do the
same thing, and he's in the car. Do you know what? He even looks bored.
Yeah, he does. He looks upset.
He's in the car like, oh no, I'm going to get away with this. It's like, so when I'm watching movies now, it's not like before when you see a clever film and, I watched films like Usual Suspects. And stuff, I like that. It was clever films. I like clever films. I like Stephen King's and Alfred Hitchcock. I like stuff. I like, I wish films could be more like that, but it's a business.
Yeah, I understand.
So everything I see, not everything. There's some things I think brilliant, but there's some things I see and I'm just rolling my eyes. I think box sets are becoming the new movies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So how do you feel about the urban films that are out now? Do you reckon certain things could be done better? What?
Yeah, I think one I would say what urban films. I mean, not a lot of them gets made. But who's done stuff? I think Noel Clarke's done a few bits, and he done he wrote Kidulthood and directed Adulthood, which was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I think that it's something that I think he got success because there's not much films out there. Yeah, like that, which is good on him, and but at the same time, I think it's difficult because I think there's a lot of writers that want to create a lot of urban things and films about the streets. I mean, I've got loads of street stories that I love to bring to the table. I'm not sure if the companies are going to back me. Yeah, because they just don't think people are going to buy into it. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm getting really confused about the whole thing because I don't know whether you know, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure if we're not sticking together ourselves and supporting our own movies, or they see the movies depressing. But you know, I don't get that they make something like Essex Boys about 1 million times. They made about 3 million.
Yeah, they did, isn't it?
But you know, they've made 3 versions of the same film. You know, different times, and I think I don't get this. Why not make an urban, you know, black multicultural film and, you know, mix it up a bit? And I think you, with the kids now and what's going on, and, you know, make it quite a clever story and with a good meaning at the end, I think they could still make a lot of money. What I've seen, I think, obviously, there's not many. Top Boy was one that I saw, and I was fairly disappointed.
Why was you disappointed in that?
Reason why is because Asher D, shout out to Ashley Waters, man. He's my mate, and you know he done his job as an actor. Yeah. I just don't think it was written well.
You think it was written well?
No, I just think that, you know, the way it was portrayed, like, you know, like street guys will make money in that sort of way, and just live in a 1-bedroom flat, and that's a bit dusty, and you know he's shot in a few people on the corner. It could have been much bigger and much more clever. They made us look like, not like we're nothing, but it just is how it is. And it's not. It's far from it. You know, why not tell the truth? It's not like that. I mean, you know, we're not just mindless, you know, in that sort of way. Some of these kids are quite smart. All right, they're doing, as I said, you know, deplorable things, and they're doing things that you could say they shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, I just think the way that was written, it was all wrong, and I think that someone like Asher D's character, if I remember rightly, I think he was obviously, you know, selling drugs and stuff, but I think he should have had a big mansion out in the country. Yeah, and he just comes back to and he's a top boy. Show me that he's a top boy. What shows me that he's a top boy? Yeah. I just thought, why are they writing this for? People go, oh, Top Boy's right, I'm watching it, but show me what's going. Why? Why haven't he got any money? He's selling hard drugs. He should have. But apparently he has got money. But if you see the character in Top Boy, I never saw any money. Did you see any money? No, I didn't see that. I remember there was a scene where he had sex with a solicitor. Yeah. I was thinking, you're having a laugh. She's an intelligent woman, a solicitor. She wants to see some money. Yeah, exactly. You see, if I'm the top boy and I'm leaving that police station, I want a limo picking. Not a limo, but she will know I'm a top boy by how I'm moving. I come and leave the police station, get in the back of the car. It looks official. It's like The Godfather. It's like Scarface or whatever. You know, the guys made money. Show us the money. Yeah. I know. Why not? I get really upset about it. I was thinking, how can people rate this? But people, because there's nothing on TV. Someone goes, it's good. But I'm thinking, what? Because you're showing that. Show me the other side. Show me. Scarface is one of my favourite films, right? Scarface is only good because you see the rags to riches story. If you don't see the rags to riches story, right, no one's gonna rate it. No one's gonna. They want to see the money. They want to see his house with the world is yours and the swimming pool and all that, and the double staircase. That's what makes the film, because you know where it was coming from. You know, he was coming from Cuba with no money, and all he saw this big mansion, cars. Michelle Pfeiffer looking decent, everything going on, you know, cocaine on the table, black suits, restaurants. And that's what I think. I think that, you know, they've got to show it, but how they show certain urban things, I'm not sure why they do it. Well, I don't know, but they don't show it in a way that I would show it. I would just show it like it's not about colour actually. It's just about writing a movie. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you watch New Jack City. Nino Brown, look at Nino. He showed the wealth, showed some wealth, because you know, and it shows his downfall. So it's a good message, but just tell us just show us just bring us on a roller coaster ride. You know, I've always liked Fort Park. Actually, I like Alton Towers better. But I like all that stuff.
So wasn't that shoot? Whenever you get into casting, have you ever sat down and when an actor comes in front of you and does is it monologue they call it?
It's funny, you know, because I sometimes cast people just by meeting them.
Oh, you just
so they're talking to me, and I'm already casting them for a movie. Because remember, if I'm directing a movie, you see, sometimes acting can be overrated. What I mean by that, I've gone drama school. I'm not gonna have you playing a character. All right, I'm not gonna have you playing a character. Oh, sorry, there's not gonna be many characters in my film that a normal guy can't really play. If I guide you in the right direction, you could play something in my film. Doesn't matter. I'll say, here's the lines, brother. Boom. Here's what you got to do. Say these sort of lines here and there. Let me do it back and show me what you do. Or you might be talking like that anyway. I'm not gonna ask you to speak. I don't know, Liverpudlian. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna ask you to do anything like that. You know, I'm not gonna ask you to talk like that. Or you're just doing, you're being yourself. You're not playing Shakespeare. Or, I'm sorry, Macbeth.
Yeah.
Where you've got to put on an accent. Plus, you've got to elevate your voice. It's just so. I'm a man that will look at a character and think he could actually play it because he's not really acting. It's just him.
That's him. Yeah.
Where an actor could come through the door, and he could be well spoken. And I think he's not really. I mean, is he really going to play a street guy? Really? Is he really going to do this? You know what I mean? And then they might say, yeah, it's a street guy, and he might put on the accent. It doesn't sound authentic.
Yeah, he just sounds.
Doesn't matter how much of an actor he is. All right, you can play all these different characters. I only want you to play one character.
Yeah, exactly.
And luckily for me, the films, well, not luckily for me, but some of the films I wrote, and you know, a guy that knows his way about a little bit, can say a few words, you know, off paper.
Yeah.
They could probably, you know, with the right directing.
Yeah.
I can always cheat it in the edit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's what I normally do.
Screw,
so,
yeah.
you know, that didn't work.
Nah,
we got that around, and I put my arm around them.
Yeah.
Because we've got the time, and we're not on a tight budget.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes that's how I cast, because I try and get the right guys. But it's still difficult in that way, because some of the guys that look good and that could talk for England, you might get them in front of a camera, and before you know it, they're fucking changed.
Yeah,
Sorry
you know
to
I mean?
swear, but they're bloody changed.
Yeah, you know
Does that sound better?
So what kind of role would you give me if you when you like meet me now? What kind of role?
I don't know. What can you do, man? Show me something, man.
I'm an actor.
You're an actor. Show
I'm
me
an
something,
aspiring
man.
actor.
All right. What I do? Can you play a hitman?
Can I play hitman?
Because I've got a hitman role in my new movie, and
Yeah?
you might be perfect for it.
What short man like me would be a hitman?
Well, it's
People
not.
look at him and think
It's not, but it doesn't matter if you're tall or short. As long as you've got a gun, you can use it.
Trust me. Trust me. Oh god.
And I got this film. Funny enough, I got this film called 2 Days. My next film is a film called 2 Days in South London.
Oh.
Well, that's written.
That just
right?
sounds good. That
Everyone says
good.
that.
Just
But you know what? I
sounds good.
swear to you, and I'm not even going to gas you guys, but hear what? The actual film, the title's not, the film's actually better than the title. I reckon. I think someone wanted to buy it. People have been interested in this movie. And I didn't want to let it go. Someone wanted to buy it about 1.5 years ago, and I didn't say that. In a way, maybe I should have, but what I was getting in return wasn't great, and I wanted to direct this movie, and I've got people in mind to make this movie, and this movie is still sitting there, and I haven't directed it because I needed a decent budget.
Okay.
You know, I need a decent budget on this movie, to be fair. But that's the next. The next film is called 198 grand.
198 grand.
That's the next one that I'm doing. As soon as possible. It should have been in production, as I said earlier. Yeah. But it hasn't been because of a few things. When that comes back, we're shooting that, and then hopefully, I'm shooting an hour-long film about a mental patient called 5:30.
5:30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not in. See me, it's a different thing I'm coming with.
Me,
I'm trying to, you know, it's just not just one of the mill movies I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be clever, and I want you guys to support me. Yeah, Andy Frith Films. You know, get me online. I mean,
I've seen the shirts and that the merchandise.
I'm about to point to my chest. I got the tier. I'll show you the merchandise in a minute. Yeah. I left it in the car. I mean, this is my last film, Hood Luck. Yep. This last film, Hood Luck.
Where can people get that?
It's actually on YouTube. If you type in Hood Luck, Andy Frith, or you go to my website, andyfrithfilms.com. It's on the website. But and the merchandise is probably there as well. Sorry, that's really unprofessional. I left. Yeah, and there's another film as well that's. I've got a few films sitting down there. Yeah. They're not gathering dust. No, they're not. They're you know, I'm putting them in the fridge. Yeah. And, you know, we're just waiting for that opportunity. But I've written a very, very clever and smart, I think, football stroke drama. I mean, it's a football film. Yeah. And it's called Running for My Life. Okay. And it's about an urban footballer trying to make it. Yeah. Black footballer trying to make it, you know, in you know, coming from obscurity. Yeah. And trying to, you know, make something out of his life. And it's quite a powerful script. You know, so, you know, and this is what I'm saying. It's difficult to get the funding for some of these ideas because everyone wants to know what's going on and, you know, have you made, you know, it's difficult to... I'm trying to build something here. So, you know, and at the moment with my company, Andy Frith Films, we're trying to claw as much funding as we can, You know, there's my forms, sponsorship forms. Get me online, and this form is for anyone who wants to sponsor an Andy Frith film, and in return you get a credit on the film.
Yeah.
You know, you get a signed copy of the film delivered to you, and you know, and it's just for a small fee of £10.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you can, because what you have to understand is, I think, it's building a film, building it in that sort of manner is the way forward, because a lot of us want to see different things. That's why we're on YouTube, and that's why half of the people are on the net and not on TV that much. They're downloading different things, watching different programs. Now I'm saying, you know, I do want to make films and documentaries about the 50s, about sometime, you know, about how my parents came into this country, you know, via Windrush, and you know how they, you know, how it started for them. You know, so I'm, you know, there's different ideas. I think the strength of the people can make us do stuff. You know, it's not a colour thing, as I said. It's just supporting a film company with a different idea, different viewpoint to movies. Yeah. So, you know, I really hope you guys could stick by me, and I'm bringing in different actors. Yeah. Different writers. So it's not me doing everything. I'm not, you know, I'm not a one-man show. It's just that I'm trying. There's so much people, so much kids that contact me that have left universities, studied for this. Actors, writers, directors, camera crews, all different people can't get work. Yeah. Because the industry's kind of, you know, got their own little world, cool, so I'm thinking, why can't we do another one? And you know, sometimes people, you know, don't realise that just putting a tenner towards this. You know, check me out. I'm serious. It's not like I want to go out there with your money and you know buy, buy a new car or something. This is for films, man. I'm trying to build something here, and I think everyone should take note, because we're quick to go Costa, sit down and buy a hot chocolate for like $11.95. If our mates just having a chat, you know, put your money to some good use, man. Help me out and build something.